Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to learn how to speak better English. Many learners study English for years. They learn grammar, they memorize vocabulary, they watch English videos. But when it is time to speak, they still feel nervous. They hesitate, they translate, and they struggle to express their ideas clearly. The truth is this. Speaking better English is not about learning thousands of difficult words. It is about building the right habits every day. Small improvements repeated consistently can completely transform your speaking ability. The good news is that you do not need perfect English to become a better speaker. You simply need the right methods and enough practice. Today, you will learn practical techniques that can help you sound more fluent, more confident, and more natural. Now let's begin with the first tip. Tip 1. Think in English. One of the biggest obstacles to fluency is translation. Many learners think in their native language first. Then they translate their thoughts into English. This process creates hesitation, slow speaking, confusion, and nervousness. Now understand something important. Fluent speakers usually think directly in English. Their brain does not stop to translate every sentence. That is why they can respond quickly and naturally. The good news is that you can train this skill. Start with simple thoughts. For example, I am hungry. I need water. The weather is nice. I am practicing English. These simple thoughts help your brain become comfortable with English. Another powerful habit is describing your surroundings. For example, the phone is on the table. The room is quiet. I am sitting in my chair. This exercise trains your brain to connect directly with English. Another important lesson: do not wait until you know thousands of words. Start thinking in English with the vocabulary you already know. The more often you think in English, the easier speaking becomes. Tip 2. Speak English every day. Many learners spend a lot of time reading English, listening to English, studying English, but they spend very little time speaking. Then they wonder why speaking feels difficult. Now imagine someone who wants to become a great football player. Would watching football every day be enough? Of course not. They must actually play. English speaking works the same way. You become a better speaker by speaking, not by only studying. Another powerful truth: speaking is a physical skill. Your tongue, lips, pronunciation, and speaking muscles need training. One powerful habit is speaking to yourself. Talk about your day, your plans, your goals, your hobbies. Speak aloud. Another helpful method is mirror speaking. Stand in front of a mirror and talk in English for a few minutes. This improves confidence, fluency, pronunciation, and comfort. Another important lesson: do not wait until you feel confident before speaking. Speak first. Confidence will come later, because confidence grows through action. Tip 3. Learn phrases, not just words. Many learners focus only on vocabulary. They memorize hundreds of words. But conversations are built with phrases and sentences. Now imagine you learn the word opportunity. That is useful. But it becomes much more useful when you learn phrases like, "This is a great opportunity." "I don't want to miss this opportunity." Opportunities come to people who prepare. Now you understand how the word is used in real communication. Another important truth: native speakers often use the same phrases repeatedly. For example, "To be honest, that sounds great." "I totally agree." "What do you think?" "I understand what you mean." These phrases appear in conversations every day. Another powerful habit is collecting useful phrases from books, podcasts, videos, and conversations. Then repeat them aloud. The more phrases you know, the easier speaking becomes, because your brain already has ready-made language available. And when speaking becomes easier, confidence grows naturally. Tip 4. Stop translating everything. Many learners make speaking harder than it needs to be. Someone asks them a simple question. Then they think in their native language. Translate into English, check the grammar, and finally answer. This process takes too much time. Now understand something important. Fluent speakers focus on ideas, not translation. When you stop translating, your speaking becomes faster and more natural. Another powerful lesson. Use simple English. Do not spend 10 seconds searching for a perfect word. Use a simpler word and continue speaking. Communication is always more important than perfection. The less you translate, the more natural your English becomes. Tip 5. Improve your pronunciation. Many learners know the right words but pronounce them unclearly. As a result, people struggle to understand them. Now understand something important. Good pronunciation is not about having a perfect accent. It is about being understood. One powerful habit is listening carefully to native speakers and copying them. Pay attention to sounds, rhythm, stress, and intonation. Another helpful exercise is reading aloud daily. Read slowly. Focus on clarity. Focus on pronunciation. Over time, your mouth becomes more comfortable producing English sounds. Another important truth. Clear pronunciation builds confidence. Because when people understand you easily, conversations become much more enjoyable. Tip 6. Listen to English every day. Great speakers are usually great listeners. Listening teaches your brain vocabulary, pronunciation, sentence patterns, natural expressions. The more English you hear, the more natural English becomes. Another powerful habit is listening every day. Listen to podcasts, interviews, conversations, English lessons. Even 15 to 20 minutes daily can make a huge difference. Another important lesson. You do not need to understand every word. Focus on understanding the main idea. Over time, your listening skills will improve. And better listening leads to better speaking. Tip 7. Practice shadowing. Shadowing is one of the most effective speaking techniques. The method is simple. Listen to a native speaker, then immediately repeat what they say. Copy. Pronunciation, rhythm, stress, speed, and emotion. Another important truth. Shadowing trains your ears and mouth at the same time. This makes it one of the fastest ways to improve fluency. Start with short clips. Repeat the same sentence multiple times. Over time, your English will start sounding much more natural. Many learners see dramatic improvement after practicing shadowing consistently. Tip 8. Build speaking confidence. Many learners think confidence comes first. Actually, confidence comes after practice. Nobody feels confident the first time they do something difficult. Confidence grows through experience. Every time you speak English, answer a question, start a conversation, or practice aloud, you build confidence. Another powerful truth. Do not compare yourself to fluent speakers. Compare yourself to your past self. Ask, am I speaking more? Am I improving? Am I learning new things? If the answer is yes, you are moving forward. And that is what matters. Tip 9. Have real conversations. Many learners spend years studying English, but they spend very little time actually communicating. This creates a huge gap. They know English, but they cannot use English naturally. Now understand something important. Real conversations teach skills that books cannot teach. They teach communication, confidence, quick thinking, listening, and fluency. Talk to friends, language partners, classmates, or even yourself. The more conversations you have, the more natural speaking becomes. And natural speaking is the goal. Tip 10. Stay consistent. This is the most important tip of all. Many learners look for a secret method, a shortcut, a magic trick. But the real secret is consistency. Every fluent speaker improved through daily practice, not through occasional motivation. Another important truth. Small daily practice creates huge long-term results. 10 minutes every day is better than 3 hours once a week. Consistency builds fluency, confidence, vocabulary, pronunciation, and speaking ability. There will be days when you feel tired, days when you feel frustrated, days when you feel stuck. Keep practicing anyway. Because progress is happening even when you cannot see it immediately. Always remember this. You do not need perfect English to speak better English. You need daily practice, patience, consistency, and confidence. Every sentence you speak makes you stronger. Every conversation teaches you something. Every day of practice moves you closer to fluency. So keep speaking, keep learning, keep improving, and never give up. Because 1 year from now, your English can be completely different if you stay consistent and continue practicing every day.